Just a stone's throw away from where the heart of the American Revolution was fought, and we are anxious to see a fight on the gridiron in this one. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see, the Memphis Tigers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UMASS Minutemen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. You kick it off and get things started. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 6. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The lone back's got it. Running into the open space. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second.
Buys a little extra time. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with this target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They run the reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
And when these plays work, everybody goes nuts, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. But the third down call, they use some misdirection. They go with the reverse. The defense, so disciplined, sound, run to the football and get the big third down stop.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Quickly. It's a seam wide open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Elliott. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. There he goes! Hauled down, but they'll...
love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hairston. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Keeps looking downfield. He makes a catch. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and keep the drive going.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
UMASS to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Adkins. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Steps away. He'll get rid of it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
They'll give it to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let it go. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his...
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Missouri. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. On the move to his left. Makes the grab. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Scanning the field, it's Hairston. Pressure coming. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity to catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. For a hole. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. UMass quickly back to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Hardy. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Memphis, 14, UMass, 0.
The Minutemen use that extra time in the break, and they hope they've dialed up the perfect play here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Lewis wants to make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got
The decision by the quarterback here, just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
A designed run for the quarterback. Breaks the tackle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic...
Touchdown, Memphis! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The give to the lone running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
UMass to the line facing third and long. Wants to throw. It's Hairston. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Leaves it with the running back. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with third and 4. UMass quickly back to the line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. That's caught. It's Gibson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds a tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man. It's Hardy. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down.
Double. Let's go.
Wants to keep it in the air. Buying some time. Looking left. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on third and long. Dropping back, it's Hairston. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Caught, close to the marker, it's Lewis. Touchdown, Memphis! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Missouri. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. UMass quickly back to the line. Back to throw, it's Hairston. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15.
180.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Lets it fly. Makes a connection. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Gibson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's got lots of running room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Up tempo for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out with more space.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Lewis to throw. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's okay. The offensive coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats. Continue to find that guy. You'll have some misses, but he is your guy.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. To the air on first down. The throw. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Flips it out on the screen. At the 45 on his way. Breaks into the open on the left. Touchdown, UMASS. A great catch and run for 6.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
And the Memphis offense will take over first and 10.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Lewis wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's crossed. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. Pulls it in down the middle. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Looking to throw on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He's going to take off. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big...
Out in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Motion from the wideout. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football, even if you're not breaking off.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
To be I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Tosses it incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Turns it on in midfield. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Memphis. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for room. It's Price. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. Oh, they're after him. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. UMass will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Lewis to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going right to work up top. Throws for the tight end. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The hand to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
UMass to the line, facing 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hairston. Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Get set.
Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Gibson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. UMass quickly back to the line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Anderson.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
The Minutemen come to the line on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Hairston. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half. Almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got room to work. Turning it on. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Find some fresh air. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a
touchdown Tigers. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Back to throw, it's Hairston. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here. Ball game in the fourth quarter.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He'll pull it on the read. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle, because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
They'll go right back to him. Touchdown, Memphis! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Take over. First and
10. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to pass, it's Hairston. Here's the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
For the offense.
Looking to throw again. Quarterback adapting. He'll try to do it himself. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. UMass quickly back to the line.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Griffin. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Rose. Gets it out fast. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Timeout, Memphis.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Give to the fullback. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll run play action. Looking for the score. Big guy smells it. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. Got a hand on it near the goal line.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And this defense is going to have its ears pinned back on 3rd and long from the 1. To give as they work on that clock. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The UMASS offense returns to the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Rose. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves. Finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heart.